From early childhood, we take a pen in our hand and we write. It is a discipline which has been the foundation of compulsory formal education since the mid-19th century. But the very act of writing, which you would have thought could not be changed, is under threat. Keyboards first, then digital tablets from 2010 have invaded developed countries, our homes, our workplaces, and have ultimately changed our habits. Oh yes, we write more, but little and less with a pen and paper. More and more schools are considering abandoning, at least partially, the pen. In Switzerland, an English private school, Geneva College, has spent 800,000 euros over 3 years to equip all of its classrooms with tablets. In this language course, each student has registered a tablet equipped with specific educational programs.
Read all the questions carefully and make sure you choose the right thing to fill in the gaps.
The teacher, tablet in hand, can see the students' work while they are actually working on the exercises. In place of the blackboard, a projector displays the image of the tablet from the teacher. Now we need to worry about the advantage of 21st century skills, which today's children will need in their working lives. At the same time, I think the skill of writing uses different parts of the brain from those which we use when trying to tap on the keyboard. Education at the Collège du Léman may be a precursor to the future. History is accelerating. According to Professor Claire Cliva, a member of the Laboratory of Cultures and Digital Humanities at the University of Lausanne, the eventual disappearance of the pen could have an impact on civilization as important as that caused by the invention of printing by Gutenberg in 1455. Maybe it will prove to be a fairly significant change. I think it is a little difficult to say we can no longer write by hand. We shall see. But I think we are able to adapt to make the most of our new ways of writing. Because with the iPhone, the iPad, you write by hand. What you lose is the contact with the paper. This change in the relationship between body, writing and paper, yes, it is a significant change for civilization. Jacques Derrida, the philosopher, said a new historical phase generates anxiety. I would be careful to say it is a new culture that is developing with these electronic support tools. You can see that in place of writing, now we have texting, images, sound. The picture and sound are becoming increasingly important to the text. A dive into the unknown then. Many studies have shown the influence of learning handwriting on the cognitive development of children. But for now, there is nothing to say categorically that the use of a keyboard to write is better or less good for the development of the brain.
Donc il y a certainement une différence là.
There certainly is a difference here between the actual execution of a structural gesture, of a copy of a letter, and a structural move that would tap on the recognition of a keyboard. I don't think there have been enough studies to say that another style of writing, against the joined-up handwriting, will influence the development of a child. The pen is on the verge of losing the battle. According to reports published since 2012 by the Institute Euromonitor, sales of pens are declining in most Western countries. In Switzerland, the sale of luxury pen ranges are up. Eventually, handwriting could return to art, an aesthetic discipline that connects us to our identity, our culture. Calligraphy.